Recently, Mark and I went on a day trip to Boone, North Carolina. Boy, did we have fun that day, checking out all the thrift stores. Don't you just love going to thrift stores you've never been to before? I was like a kid in a candy store. Anyway, we went into this one little thrift store, and they had some glassware at the front. And as I looked around, I found this pitcher. They wanted $3 for it. I knew it looked older, it looked vintage. So I decided to show you how I did my research to identify it and some of the things that you can look for when you're trying to identify glass, especially a pitcher. If you've never used Google Lens, I'm going to show you how. It's an app that I have in my phone for Google, and it has a little camera in the top right corner. And I use it all the time to take photos of items when I'm in stores, one item at a time, of course, and only one photo. So you snap the photo and it will bring up, if it can, it will bring up similar looking items to what you photographed, which I think is fantastic. I think the only way they could improve this app is to let me type in some keywords, but they don't have that option at this time. So I'm scrolling down through here and looking at all these glass pitchers. Clear glass pitchers. I find a High-Z that I thought at first looked similar. The item was no longer available, and as I looked closer, I thought, no, that's not it. I need to go back. On the left, it shows that replacements.com has one made by Imperial Glass. So I clicked on that, but as I looked closer at the photo, I thought, no, this isn't right. That's not it. So I just went back, basically arrowed back to the Google Lens page again. And then I saw on the right side on replacements.com, Fostoria, Jamestown. I thought, okay, this is really starting to look like that. So this is where I went ahead at this photo and I chose visit the page. And when I got to replacements.com, I saw Jamestown clear, but it was showing me glassware. So I had to scroll down through and see if I could find this picture. I'm honestly wondering if I'm going to find it. But I'm not giving up. I just keep scrolling down. Oh my gosh, there it is. It's actually the same picture. I finally identified it. So what information can I glean from this? I click on it and immediately I find out that it's a 40-ounce pitcher. Pattern is Jamestown Clear by Fostoria, and it is out of stock. So I'm not getting any pricing information, but at least I've identified the pitcher. And by scrolling down just a little further for product information, I was able to confirm the height of 6¼ inches. Also, that it's pressed glass, which I did know, and that it's made in the USA. So this is where I decided to highlight Jamestown Clear by Fostoria, highlight it, and copy it. I went to my eBay app in my phone and pasted this into the search bar, adding that it was a pitcher that I was looking for. Of course, it always brings up the active listings first, but I was interested in what sold, so I filtered it by choosing completed items and sold items. And I learned something else. They make it in pink and they make it in blue. I was really surprised by that. And they make it in green, but I'm looking for a clear one. And I see that the ones that have color are going for a decent price. How much will my clear one be worth? But I couldn't find a clear one in solds. So I went back, unchecked for sold listings, and went back for active listings. So now I'm scrolling down through the active listings looking for this Fostoria pitcher in clear. No, that's a coin one. Oh, there's a clear one and a green one. The clear one they're asking $54. At least I found one. So I click on that link, and this is where I can scroll down somewhere here. I swear they move it on me sometimes, and find the button that says sell one like this, and I press that button. That creates a draft for me, and then I scroll to the bottom of that draft and choose save for later. So where did that draft go, and how do you find it? In my phone, I go to selling and scroll down to where it says drafts, and you can see, well, you can see two of them here actually, because I have the one I was actually working on, and I have the one that I'm showing you for demonstration. And if you click on the word draft where it has the arrow, it will open up all the drafts that you're working on, and you can choose the one that you want to finish. For the purpose of saving time, I'm going to click on the one where I've already inserted the photos. But before we finish the listing, I want to talk about many things that you can look at to help you identify a piece of glassware, especially something like this. First of all, this picture has a foot. And then I took a really close look at the shape of the handle. This is especially important with sugar bowls and with creamers and sugars and things like that that have handles. It has a definite shape to the pattern, not only around the top, but the side panels are swerved too. So extremely unique in the pattern. It's hard to believe this is pressed glass. As I said, check out the rim, slightly ruffled top. I mean, it's very different. You know, it's not straight all the way around. And then also check out the pour spout. These are things that will help you identify glass. Back to the listing. Mark has already taken the photos and inserted them for me. I'm looking at the title. It was on the original listing and tweaking it just a little bit. I added 48 ounces. So we got Fostoria Crystal Jamestown 7 5/16, 48 ounce ice jug pitcher. But the height seemed off to me. So I looked back at the replacements.com listing, and it has the height at 6 1/4 inches. I guess it depends on where you measure, up to the top of the pour spout, to the sides, who knows. I do think it should be the highest point. You know, a lot of times I go with replacements, but this time I let it stay at 7 5/16, and I decided to tweak it a little more. When it was all said and done, moving things around, I ended up with Jamestown Clear by Fostoria Crystal Glass Water Pitcher Jug, 7 1/4 inches, 48 ounces, and I left the word ice in there. Moving on, it's under eBay's category for jugs and pitchers. I need to choose our store category. I choose other and just find my category, which I'm going to use Avante Home Accents, which I'm going to choose Home. The brand is Fostoria. The color is crystal. However, it really is just clear glass. I do not see any lead crystal reflecting in the pitcher, so I'm just choosing glass. Type is pitcher. These are item specifics from the other listing, so some I'll let ride, some not maybe, but I still have to review them carefully. Production technique, I'm choosing pressed glass. Style, elegant. Line, pattern is Jamestown, made in the US. It's an original, and the height 7 1/4 inch. Model, Fostoria Crystal Jamestown. You know, there's no other venue that makes us jump through all these hoops like eBay. The title and the description should be enough. Sorry, but I just had to vent there. All right, condition. Pre-owned. Vintage used. Some utensil scratches. See photos approximately 7 1/4 inches high to top of spout. See all photos. I need to go up and get the new title that I created, highlight it, right click, copy, go back down and paste it in the description box. And I don't know if I said, but I'm finishing the listing on my laptop, not my phone. All right, condition, and I copy the condition notes and paste it here. And then I have a notepad that I go to and copy and paste some other information, such as how it's packaged and shipped and thank you, etc. As far as pricing, it's going to be buy it now. Set the price at $49.95. Allow offers, and make sure that private listing is on. That means when the item sells, only I see what the item was. Anybody looking at the listing, they don't see what it is or the price. As far as shipping, let's weigh it. Comes in at 4 pounds, 7.3 ounces, or 4 pounds, 8 ounces. And actually it's 5 pounds because immediately it's rounded up to 5 pounds. I need to add for the box and packaging material, and for whatever reason this says defaulted to 4 pounds, but I am going to make it 7 pounds. I'm adding 2 pounds to allow for the box and packing material. And if there's anything left over, well, it'll just help pay for eBay fees. Probably going to use a 10 by 10 by 10 box, and I'm using calculated shipping, USPS priority mail, and that is pretty much it. Let's go out and view the listing. And it's all there, the title, the price. The shipping you see there is not correct. It's eBay is estimating as if I'm shipping to myself, just a quirk in the system on how they do that. And then the item specifics, description, condition, everything is there. Let's take a look at it in our store, Avante Avenue. And there it is, along with some other things that we have listed. So if you want to check out our store, we have a link in the description below the video. You can always find it there. And as to YouTube, I have these kind of tutorials and shop and hauls and what sold and pack and ship and all kinds of reselling videos. So I hope you check it out and subscribe. And of course, ring the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Vicki with Avante Avenue, and Mark and I will see you soon.